Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups, and it's time for the weekly Pop Culture Wrap-Up. That's right, everybody. Thanks for checking out the video. I am Rockin Robbie Billups. This is the weekly Pop Culture Wrap-Up. It's the show where I go over the week's pop culture news, mostly comic books and movies. In fact, today it's just solely comic books. Didn't really have much movie news that I could notice or anything like that, but let's get right into it. Captain America relaunches with a new #1 in September this year from Marvel Comics. It's going to be written by J. Michael Strazynski with artwork by Jesus Saiz. Now, I'm excited for a new Captain America title because the current one by Kelly and Lansing's just not resonating with me. I couldn't get into it. I dropped out of it. I dropped out A Symbol of Truth. I tried to get back in at the beginning of this Cold War thing, but it just wasn't for me. Well, it seems like their run is coming to an end, and now Marvel's turning to a big-name creator, J. Michael Strazynski. How do I feel about Strazynski's work? Well, I've never watched Babylon 5. No, I know a lot of people are fans of his work because of that. I absolutely adore the book he did with Gary Frank called Midnight Nation. If you've never read that, you really should. It's super solid. But Rising Stars, it was good at first, and then it just turned to drivel for me. Then his Spider-Man run, there were parts of it I liked, but ultimately I didn't really like where it wound up. His Thor run didn't really catch on for me, so a lot of his work just doesn't really resonate with me. However, 10 Grand, which he did with Ben Templesmith at first, and then I think Templesmith left, I liked that book. I thought that was cool. I'm watching Sense8 right now for the first time. He worked on that with the Wachowskis, so there's talent there. His Superman and Wonder Woman run back in the day at DC, I absolutely hated those. So jury's out on this one. Now the art, Jesus Saiz, I'm a huge fan. We just saw him complete his run on The Punisher with Paul Azaceta. I'm a big fan of his work. It's kind of got this 3D rendered type approach. It's interesting because it could come across as stiff, but it actually doesn't. So I think he's a solid writer, a solid artist, and a fantastic pick for Captain America. But with J. Michael Strazynski, I don't know, we'll have to see. Ultimate Universe #1 is a one-shot coming from Marvel in November. That's right, it's going to be written by Jonathan Hickman with artwork by Stefano Caselli. So we got Ultimate Invasion coming up at the end of this month. It's a 4-issue series. Jonathan Hickman, Brian Hitch telling the story of the Maker trying to recreate the Ultimate Universe. And the Ultimate Universe, if you don't know, is like from 20 years ago. Marvel let Brian Michael Bendis do Ultimate Spider-Man. They let Mark Millar do Ultimate X-Men and the Ultimates, and then Miller and Bendis, and then Ellis came in and did Ultimate Fantastic Four, and it was a restarting of a Marvel universe at the current time. And for the most part, those first few years of the Ultimate stuff was absolutely amazing. Now, they brought all that to an end with Secret War. They merged Miles Morales into the 616. Miles Morales was originally an Ultimate character. So they got this Ultimate Invasion thing happening, and it's not just a, hey, let's celebrate the Ultimate line one more time. It's a launch of a Hickman-led Ultimate Universe. Now, not that he's going to be the head writer or anything like that, but he is going to be developing these concepts along with Brian Hitch, and they're going to basically be new modern twists on the Ultimate line, which was a new modern twist of its time. So I don't know how it's going to go, but it's Jonathan Hickman, so I'm pumped. Stefano Caselli, fantastic artist. He's solid. He's done work with Hickman before. They like working together. I think this is some interesting news. I get really excited for Hickman. I would like to see Black Monday Murders continue. What's up with that? There's plenty of work out there that Hickman hasn't finished, but we're doing the Ultimates. That's cool. Ultimate Universe #1. Predator versus Wolverine. 4-issue miniseries from Marvel in September, written by Benjamin Percy, with artwork by Greg Land, Andrea DeVito, Ken Lashley, and Kizama. So this is a 4-issue series, Wolverine versus the Predator. And the idea, and you got current Wolverine writer Benjamin Percy on this book. I think each issue is a different artist and a different era of Wolverine's life and this ongoing feud he has with the Predator. Now, when Marvel snapped up all those 20th Century Fox properties, Aliens, Planet of the Apes, Even when they had Conan for a while, we knew that Conan would be integrated into the Marvel Universe and then back out when they lost those rights. But we've been really surprised, for instance, that there hasn't been a Star Wars Marvel crossover yet. And I've been rather surprised there hasn't been an Aliens Marvel crossover yet. But it looks like the first one is here, and it's Predator versus Wolverine, which we've gotten before in one of those like YouTube shows. I remember watching it, and it was pretty cool. But I think that this is a good start if you want to cross over Marvel characters with some of these 20th Century Studios properties. Predator vs. Wolverine is a really great place to start. Wolverine fans kind of overlap with Predator fans. It's an exciting thing. I'm excited to see it. The art teams are all right. Greg Land, we'll see what happens there. But I'm excited for the approach, too. The way that it's going to be each issue with the different artists and a different era of Wolverine's timeline facing off against either the same or a different Predator or something like that. So that's interesting to me. Coming up this year, we got a new Birds of Prey book from DC Comics. It's going to be written by Kelly Thompson with artwork by Leonardo Romero. The reason why this is such a big deal, because I'm not necessarily the biggest Birds of Prey fan, nothing against the Birds of Prey, but I've never really gotten into any Birds of Prey title for an extended amount of time, but I am a fan of Kelly Thompson and Leonardo Romero when they worked together. They did a Kate Bishop Hawkeye book several years ago that just I thought was amazing. Great artwork, innovative, solid characters. It had a charm to it. Another exciting thing about this is the lineup so far. We got Black Canary, of course, putting this team together. Cassandra Cain, Batgirl. That's awesome. I love that character. Big Barda from the New Gods. Okay, interesting. And now Zealot has been added from the Wildcats. Holy cow, there's one more person who's going to be revealed to be on this lineup. Maybe yesterday or today. I filmed this video on Fridays. But anyway, I don't know who that's going to be, but probably Harley Quinn. It seems like you might want to put Harley or Huntress. Yeah, maybe Huntress or Harley, maybe. But Zealot, that's an interesting addition. Barda's an interesting addition. This is unlike many other Birds of Prey teams, but with the team of Kelly Thompson and Leo Romero, I'm rather excited. Well, and that's all we got for you this week. Not a lot of news, maybe some more news next week, but I won't be doing the wrap-up because I'll be at Heroes Con. So if you're going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina for Heroes Con and you see me, be sure to say station, pop, pop, boom. Let me know that you're up in the room and we can take pictures and we can chat a little bit and all of that jazz. Anyway, thank you so much. What's coming up here at PCP? Well, check out Dylan's Horror Show tonight when they talk about the much-loved cult classic Street Trash. That's going to be a fun conversation. Rockin Robbie Live, Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Time with the Super Chat menu. It's going to be a fun night. Monday night, Crew's Choice on PCP Movie Night. Hammer Time Holshoe has picked A Silent Voice. It's an anime film. I believe it's on Netflix if you're looking for it, so you can watch it before you join our conversation. Anyway, thank you so much for checking out the video. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and drop a comment about anything you think about any of the news we talked about or anything that we missed. I've been Rockin Robbie Billups. Thanks for rocking with us. Station, pop, pop, boom!